Why are some runners skinny fat? Let's define skinny fat. Being like 5'10", 160 pounds, you know, a man, but not having any abdominal definition. Or like a woman that's like 5'4", 105 pounds, and she can pinch like 2 inches around her waist. Well, here's the deal with cardio. Once you're used to running a few miles, it's not going to do anything for your muscle mass. So when you're out running, basically you're working your heart, and you're working your heart, and everything else. I don't think cardio necessarily burns muscle, but it will start burning muscle if you start running very long distances on a regular basis. So these people that are out going like 6 miles a day, I'll use that as my benchmark. 5 days a week. They're burning muscle mass, contributing to the skinny fat look. They're not putting on any muscle, and some of the muscle that they are putting on, or could put on, is sacrificed to their long endurance events. When you stress yourself out a lot, when you do a lot of exercising, a lot of cardio, eventually you're going to start pumping cortisol in your system. And cortisol is going to send your body a couple messages. Cortisol, it's a good hormone. It's a painkiller. It's a hormone that runs through your system in times of stress. And the one negative effect it is going to have, if you're getting a lot of it, is going to tell your body to store fat. 2 things the marathon men and women can do to get rid of that skinny fat look. Number 1, if you're running 5 days a week, run 3 days a week, and add some resistance training. Add two workout sessions with weights. Build some lean muscle. Number 2 is reducing the cortisol, and by taking out 2 of those runs and shortening the runs that you are doing. I don't suggest that anybody do an hour or more of cardio in a day. There's no need to go out and run 10 miles every day. If 10 miles takes you an hour and a half, don't run like 10 miles like 2 or 3 times a week. If you're running a half marathon, I know you got to get to that point. The cardio people, have to get to that point where they're running, the long distances, so they know they can run the long distances. But if you have an off season, no need to be running those long distances. Unless you're a running junkie, unless you like the skinny fat look, that's just going to produce a lot of cortisol. Cortisol tells your body to store fat. So you got 2 things there: adding some resistance training and lowering the cortisol. Other things that can help, just good stretching, sleeping. That helps anybody. So there you have it. Runners, don't want to pick on you for being skinny fat, but I've been to the 5Ks. I've seen the finish lines for the 10Ks, 15Ks, and yeah, there are some skinny fat people there. Just kind of goes with the territory if you're just doing if you're just burning yourself out every day and not building any muscle. So yeah, you got to, you want to get rid of that look, build some muscle, change your body composition a little bit, lower the cortisol, get your body burning fat instead of storing fat.